or you can say in the pipe. Can you see the this PDF?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, momentum balance derivation in cylindrical coordinate, or in case of pipe, we have not done. We did the continuity and derivation of momentum equations in rectilinear coordinate x, y, z. And so for this also, the we did actually derivation of continuity for the cylindrical part. So it is same. Only thing if you want to apply for momentum balance, so you are just applying something for shear stresses, and those expressions if you will put and just multiply everything as we did for rectilinear coordinates, so we will end up also the momentum equation for the cylindrical coordinate. So the importance of that actually in chemical engineering or all process plant or a chemical, which either you want to protect from mixing from other materials, or let's say dust, air, or maybe sometimes you may have a harmful chemical, sometimes you want to drive it at a very high pressure or high velocity. So in that particular case, your fluid need to be confined. The open channel flow will not work, just like flowing on a plate or flowing of river or canal. That's not in your hand. You cannot change the velocity of the canal at the river or the river velocity. You cannot change the based on the slope. It will just because it is the gravity flow only, so it is going from a high slope to the lower slope part. So only slope change can change. But in industry, it doesn't happen actually. So there, so in that case, you have all flow in pipe actually. So I just want to say that how can we apply those momentum equations actually in case of pipe. So here you see that here you have a pipe which have length L. So along the axis of the pipe, you have taken a z coordinate, or either you can take z or x or y, because you have one rectilinear coordinate that is along the axis of the pipe. Then you have in cylindrical coordinate, you have two more coordinates. One is theta, so which will make the complete circle, and other one is r, because to make the circle you would start from a particular point, you will change the r and you will make complete theta. So you will get several of rings and finally you will get a cylinder just like that. If you see from here, so if you are r distance away from center, so you are creating this much of cylinder actually. If you will move, theta is 2 pi. Okay, so that way you can say. So in the case of cylindrical coordinate, your area is always r dr d theta. So if you are at r distance out the away, so r dr is the arc length, multiply uh, r d theta is the arc length, and multiply by dr is you are creating a rectangle of that particular size. So that you already know actually from mathematics how to find the dA in cylindrical coordinate. So what we have in this problem, that you have a pipe here. Pipe have length L. Starting at z equal to 1, which is z equal to 0. At z equal to 2, that is the end of the pipe. So you have entire length of the pipe is L. Now P1 is the pressure at the inlet point, P2 is the pressure at the exit point. So we are supposed to calculate that if you have, let's say, you know the fluid property, you know the how much you can measure with the help of your pressure gauges. You can measure what pressure is there at the inlet, what pressure is there at the exit, or you can fit the pressure gauge in between of the pipe also, wherever you want to measure. Okay, so pressure can be measured. Now, rest of the properties, just like viscosity, density of the fluid is already known to you. G value is already known to you. Length is already known to you, right? and what material you are flowing or what material this pipe is made of, that is also known to you. So by knowing all these theoretical values, can I calculate what should be the velocity of my flow inside this particular pipe? At least I should have a theoretical estimation first before I can apply a, let's say I designed some velocity or based on that you are calculating flow rate because you want to transport something to a particular point. So there people are interested just like a flow rate, just like in your petrol pump. What petrol pump there? At one of the inlet, you are applying the pressure there with the help of the pump. At the exit, you are filling in the tank of your vehicle. That side pressure is atmosphere, so you know the how much is inlet pressure, how you know the how much is outlet pressure. Based on that, you are calculating your quantity of your volume, how many liters has been transferred to your vehicle. So you should know that for this particular flow rate, you need that particular pressure at the inlet, this particular pressure at the exit. Now, based on that, you will select your pump. What should be my pump capacity? Because by chance you have chosen a pump where your pressure is coming too much high, it means you will discharge more. By chance the pressure is low, you will discharge less. So this is only because of some type of faulty pumps that in the designing you designed a pump, you have put the installation over the period of time, pump efficiency decreases, so it is not providing the pressure for which it was being meant in the beginning. So that way you are giving less actually. However, a meter is being calibrated. So these days everything is calibrated every day. So you say these days meters are not that type. These days the meter always feed what pressure from the pump is coming. Based on that, it calculates your volumetric flow rate. So we will apply that and let's see what can we do from our momentum balance equation for that. The first thing is that you have the pressure at point 1, pressure at point 2, so it's and corresponding Z1 minus Z2. It will give you the term the delta P by L. So practically in all momentum equation previously also you got a term del P by del X or del P by del Y or del P by del Z. So here you are doing the variation only in along the length of the pipe. Why not the variation in this along the radius of the pipe or along the diameter of the pipe? Here, because you can say the pressure act same in all the directions. So at a particular cross section, your pressure will not change. Either you move vertically up and down. One and the second, the reason is that if you want to calculate variation with respect to height, that rho g h term, so h is here the diameter of the pipe or the radius of the pipe. So the magnitude of that is not that much high as compared to the length side actually. So therefore the variation in actually pressure in radial side is being the neglected all the time compared to the variation along the length. Okay. Any response from anyone?
Yes, sir.
So now based on that you have calculated what is your del P upon del Z. So practically del P upon del Z integrate from point 1 to 2. So you will get this is the expression here P2 minus P1 divided by Z2 minus Z1. So substitute the values of P1 and P2. So you have P1, P2 in terms of their variables only. Numerical values you don't have. Whenever you have, you just substitute them. So you got the expression from here. What is your del P upon del Z is minus delta P by L only. So this is your actually del P by del Z. Now we will apply momentum balance because the flow is going only along the axis of the pipe. So we will do only Z momentum balance. We are not doing any balance in R direction because nothing is flowing into our side. We are not doing any balance in theta direction also because we are considering there are no flow in this side also here. Okay, this is not a rotational flow. It is a rotational flow going in the along the length of the pipe. If you have the rotational flow in theta side, you have to apply the theta momentum balance. Or sometimes, let's say you have the actually the sprinklers in your garden, so their flow is going in radial side. So there you have two things. One is the theta component because it moves with this side. The other thing is that flow is going into R side also. You have two momentum balances at that particular time, R and theta both. Okay, so you have to always identify which directions your motion is going on or flow is flowing. So in this case, if you say that your flow is axisymmetric means, let's say you have at this particular ring, you are a particular R here. So in this case, either you move to a theta 10 degree, 0 degree, 90 degree, 100 degree, 120 until 360 degree, you are moving on this circumference. There is no change in velocity. So this is called axisymmetric flow. The velocity is not changing with respect to theta at a given value of r. Means, let's say you have taken given value of r, let's say 0.1 meter. So if you, as far as you are you are 0.1 meter from the center, your velocity magnitude is same. So that's type of flow is called axisymmetric. It means whatever velocity is flowing in direction actually z, it is not function of theta actually. So you will have here uh, this your del u upon del theta term would also be 0 because your velocity in direction u, which is your z direction in the w actually, is not function of theta. Think about what about the z? What about z? Because as we have talked in the last problem also, that when you are talking a fully developed flow, so let's say you have a particular position r at z equal to 1, at z equal to 2, z equal to 3, z equal to 4. So if you are talking fully developed flow at a particular r, the velocity should not change with respect to z coordinate also. That means the velocity is not changing at a given position from the center. So that's called fully developed flow in z direction. So from that condition only, you will get actually your del w upon del z term equal to 0. There is no variation because it is fully developed flow in z directions. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Now second part is that what about the variation in r direction? So if you are having, let's say at a particular position r here, now you are going towards the wall. So at the center, you will have a highest velocity because it's a far away point. So there, it doesn't have any obstruction from the surfaces. And as you will reach to the surface of the pipe, you have a fixed pipe which is not moving. So at that particular point, you will have velocity equal to 0. So wherever you have the contact, in this particular side, your velocity will vary with that particular coordinate. It means that your del W over del R term would not be equal to 0 because it will vary because you have a contact. So contact will give some sort of the obstruction there. So you will have the variation in R with respect to R. They will not change with respect to Z, no change with respect to theta, only changes with respect to R. Another condition that you are taking the flow is only in z direction. It means your VR is not 0, velocity in the direction R is 0.
Sir, your voice is not clear.
Okay, so what should I do?
Also, screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible. It means this college internet might have gone away. Just wait. सभी लोग बड़े परेशान देख रहे हो, आपकी वॉइस भी नहीं निकल रही, घर वालों ने मार पीट दिया क्या आप लोगों को? बड़ा ही सभी
सर
का
आपकी
लो
आवाज
वॉल्यूम से
बहुत
काम
ज्यादा
चल रहा है,
फ्लक्चुएट कर रही है, कुछ भी
समझ में नहीं आ रहा है।
नहीं
sir.
सर, यहाँ मुझे लगा हमारा नेट में प्रॉब्लम है, बार बार डिस्कनेक्ट करके कनेक्ट कर रहा हूँ।
Yeah, problem might be there.
सही सर, क्लियर वॉइस
अब क्लियर वॉइस का क्या कर सकते हैं, एयरटेल 4G तो
सर आपका नेटवर्क सही है सर, आपकी तो क्लियर वॉइस आ रही है सर।
क्लियर आ रही है सर वॉइस। तो मेरा तो ठीक है एक्चुअली, एज फार एज माय साइड इज कंसर्न, सिग्नल्स आर एवरीथिंग इज फुल।
सर सही है सर, आपकी आवाज अच्छी आ रही है सर, आपकी वीडियो भी अच्छी आ रही है सर।
तो अब ये इंटरनेट अलग अलग जगह का अलग अलग है। सो
सर
चलिए,
आपकी तरफ सर्दी पड़ रही है सर?
हाँ या यू आर इन पंजाब तो थोड़ा बहुत तो ठंड हो गया है। सो लेट्स कंप्लीट दिस फर्स्ट। ओके, सो where that PPT थी।
सर आप इतनी जल्दी नहा भी लिए सर सुबह से? सर ठंडी लग रही सर
देखिए,
अभी तो।
फर्स्ट पार्ट इन लाइफ इज जस्ट टू गेट अप, टेक ए बाथ एंड ईट। रेस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स आर टाइम पास थिंग। ओके,
ओके सर।
सबसे पहला काम है टाइम पे उठिए, एक्सरसाइज करिए, कोई भी एक्सरसाइज जो आपको सही लगता है, जॉगिंग, रनिंग, जिम, जो जो भी ठीक लगता है करिए।
तो आप जॉब करते हैं सर अभी भी?
यस आई डू, विदाउट दैट आई डोंट फील कंफर्टेबल एक्चुअली।
हम तो
You
सर उठा
should
ही
do
नहीं
it.
जाता अभी सर, सर्दी आई सर जब से उठा ही नहीं जाता सर।
See, मैं कुछ और कह दूंगा तो इन जैसा मतलब यहाँ लड़कियों को थोड़ा खराब लगेगा।
नहीं सर बोल दो
So,
कोई।
so if you have means sometime let's say you have made some new boyfriend or girlfriend, आदमी 4 बजे भी भाग जाता है।
सर
So,
प्रणव सर ऐसा ही सर,
so
प्रणव अपना सर।
सारा चीजें नहीं, प्रणव हो, कोई भी हो, मैं भी हो, सारे लोग एक ही बोट में सवार होते हैं।
Yes,
So
sir.
my mean to say, आपका डेडिकेशन होना चाहिए। वो
Priority.
सब कुछ करा लेता है, आपका डेडिकेशन होना चाहिए बस। और जिस दिन आपके पास वो जो है मतलब जो डेडिकेशन होगा, ये सारी ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन के मम्मी ने खाना नहीं बनाया, खाने में सॉल्ट नहीं है, नमक नहीं है, मिर्च नहीं है, टेस्ट नहीं आ रहा, ये नहीं आ रहा, ये सब चीजें सेकेंडरी बन जाएगी।
Okay, sir.
है
Thank
कि
you, sir.
नहीं?
हाँ
ये
सर।
सब चीज, ओनली थिंग आपका अपना डेडिकेशन होना चाहिए। द टाइम यू हैव द डिसाइडेड कि ये पार्ट आपको करना है। और बेस्ट एग्जांपल आपको मैंने दिया, उससे बेस्ट एग्जांपल यू विल नॉट फाइंड।
Yes, sir.
सो उसके लिए बंदा 4 बजे भी गर्ल्स हॉस्टल के गेट पे खड़ा है, जाके फाइल बना के, प्रैक्टिकल बना के, लो ये ले लो, मैंने बना दिया। एनी टाइम यू आर देयर 24 आवर्स। वो
Yes, sir.
जाग रहे हैं, किसी से पूछ रहे हैं, पड़ोस वाले से पूछ रहे हैं, इंटरनेट पर ढूंढ रहे हैं। उसने कहा कल मुझे फाइल चाहिए, तो कल तो छोड़िए, आप 2 घंटे में बनाने की कोशिश कर, दे दो बस की। सो
ये तो है
ये
सर।
है, ये फिर जो है, अपने लिए क्यों नहीं, ये हमारा जो लाइफ है, यू विल नॉट गेट इट, वट एवर टाइम जो आपका जा रहा है, मेरा जा रहा है, किसी का भी जा रहा है, ये वापस नहीं आने वाला है। सो यू हैव टू लिव योर लाइफ योर फुलेस्ट। उसके लिए आप अपने आप को फिट रखिए, टाइम पे उठिए, खाइए पिए, और डू एक्सरसाइज डेली। जो भी आपका फेवरेट एक्सरसाइज है, गेम है, वॉलीबॉल खेल रहे हैं, फुटबॉल खेल रहे हैं, साइकिलिंग कर रहे हैं, जो भी आपका सही लग रहा है, XYZ, गिव एटलीस्ट 1 आवर फॉर दैट, टोटली योर। तो ये फोन उनको घर पे फेंक के आइए, डोंट टेक फोन विद यू while you are giving time for yourself.
सर आप भी नहीं यूज
You
करते
should
उस
not,
टाइम?
तभी तो कह रहा हूं मैं, जो चीज मैं खुद नहीं करता, आई डोंट से टू एनीवन। क्योंकि जो चीज आप पे अप्लाई नहीं हो रही, वो बाकी लोगों पे कैसे होगी?
ये भी
आप
सही है सर।
आप अपने आप पे तो जो चीज आपने अपने आप पे जो है अप्लाई किया है, उससे कुछ आउटपुट आया, तभी तो आप किसी से कह सकते हो। यू हैव द राइट टू से दैट। अपना तो कुछ
Yes.
कर नहीं रहे, सीधे आप फंडामेंटल बकवास किए जा रहे हो, तो दैट इज द यूजलेस। जस्ट लाइक ए टीचर,
Yes.
उसने एक भी जो डेरिवेशन खुद तो किया नहीं, बच्चों से किया जा रहा, किए जाओ, तो हाउ वुड यू फील? क्या है जिसको खुद नहीं आता? यस और
Yes,
नो?
sir.
हाउ वुड आई
Yes,
क्रॉस
sir.
चेक वेदर यू डिड करेक्ट और नॉट? जब मैंने खुद ही नहीं किया. I also don't know what the difficulty would come. बुक में मीन आंसर दिया है, बड़ा सा टेबल दे दिया, उसके बाद एक छोटा सा आंसर जो है दे दिया. How would I know? Will I get that? What would come in between? कौन सा टर्म जो है नेग्लेक्ट हो गया, कौन सा क्या हो गया? How would I know that?
यस सर.
So वही चीजें लोगों को बताइए जो आपने कर चुके हो. तो मैं आपसे सभी से कहता हूँ, टाइम पे उठिए. तो सबसे पहला काम है थोड़ा वार्म वाटर पीजिए, मे बी हाफ लीटर. जस्ट गेट फ्रेशन अप एंड अपना जो भी एक्सरसाइज करिए. मॉर्निंग आपका गुड है तो मॉर्निंग करिए. अदरवाइज some people feel comfortable for the evening. If you are comfortable with that, do that. But I try to avoid it actually. Morning is the best time. Don't take
Yes,
any gadget with you. कुछ लोग कान में वो बड़ा सा हेडफोन लगा के जॉगिंग कर रहे हैं, वो द यूजलेस एक्चुअली. यू डोंट नो व्हाट आर यू डूइंग एक्चुअली. यू विल नॉट गेट एनी फील. आप कान में हेडफोन जो है लगा के खाना खा लीजिए, यू विल नॉट फाइंड व्हाट टेस्ट इज देयर इन दैट पर्टिकुलर फूड, क्योंकि आपका ध्यान ही कहीं और है. बॉडी उसको एज ए गार्बेज कंसिडर कर रही है. सेम थिंग आप क्लास का भी है. अब मैं बोल रहा हूँ या कोई और टीचर बोल रहा है, आप कहीं और बिजी हो, कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा, बस ऐसे ही चल रहा है वो टाइम पास. तो इसीलिए एटलीस्ट एक्सरसाइज के टाइम पे आप सारा चीज भूल दीजिए. जस्ट फोकस ऑन दैट. अपने आप को जो है रिलैक्स करिए, एंजॉय करिए, देखिए सनलाइट का. काफी लोगों ने तो सनलाइट देखा भी नहीं होगा कि सनराइज होता कब है, क्योंकि उठते
ये भी
नहीं.
सही सर. हाँ सर.
सो लेट्स कंटिन्यू. सो
5:30 हो जाती है सर यहाँ पे.
अजी
सर 5:30 हो जाती है यहाँ पे.
देखा है आपने?
सर डेली जाता हूँ सुबह.
हाँ, that's good then. Continue that.
थैंक यू सर.
So yeah. So we were talking that. So you have in r direction velocity 0. Your vr is 0. Your v theta is 0 because you are not having any velocity in this side. And vr is 0. Nothing is going because it's not a perforated tube or pipe. So उस pipe में कोई hole वगैरह नहीं है, तो वहाँ से कुछ बाहर भी नहीं आ रहा है. Everything is going to the axis side. So only in velocity is z direction. Rest of the velocity component are 0. So let's apply that actually. First you have continuity. This the derivation we did already. So we need not to discuss for this. So from here you are getting one expression here. Del b z upon del z equal to 0 means velocity variation in z direction is coming equal to 0. Or that we have already explained. We have considered that fully developed flow in z direction, so velocity will not change with respect to z coordinate. Fine. So from there also we will get this particular term. Rest of the conditions we are putting here. Axis symmetric flow. So if the velocity is not the function of the z, because we have three coordinates r, theta and z. So initially we don't know anything. So your velocity bz could be a function of r, theta and z, all three coordinates. From previous one, we just proved that del vz upon del z equal to 0. It means velocity is not function of z. So what left now? So velocity could be a function of theta and r, right? And time. Correct? Now we are putting one more concept, axis symmetric flow. It means the velocity is not function of theta. So you left with theta term also. Theta is also went away from here. Then you are putting another constraint, that steady state flow. It means that nothing is function of time also. So your time derivative would also go away from there. So finally you got there, your Vz is only the function of R only. Shivam is saying not audible. If anyone else is also facing same thing?
Audible,
sir.
sir.
Audible.
Okay, fine. So that so in that case you got the Bz is only function of R, or you can say in different word you can consider in your mind that the direction where you have the surface, only in surface side your velocity would change. So your velocity would be in the direction perpendicular to the plane only. So let's say in case of you have R plane. So R plane में आपके पास pipe boundary है, So in that pipe boundary only, your velocity would change only in that side. Fine. Wherever you don't have boundary, in that side velocity will not change. That is the another way to understand it. Okay. Now you means apply your, you don't apply your R momentum balance because we are not interested for time being. We just want to apply for Z momentum balance because our flow is only in Z directions. This derivation can be done actually. So I will give you this just a home assignment. Try to do it. If you will get it, well and good. Otherwise, I will explain it full. So consider that this is the Z momentum balance. Okay, as we did the Z momentum balance in XYZ coordinate. Now here we say that first term del upon del T, because we have talked about steady state operation, first term went away. No flow in the radial direction, so VR is 0. So this term also went away. Axisymmetric flow, nothing is no flow also in theta side also. So this is completely irrotational flow. So there are no rotational components. So B theta also went away. Del Vz upon del Z we have also considered equal to 0 because we are considering a fully developed flow in Z directions. So velocity will not change with respect to Z. So every term on left hand side vanished. Now consider to the right hand side term. So first term you have this del P upon del Z. So this we have already wrote previously. That came that minus delta P by L. Rho G Z, your pipe is horizontal, G act downward. So rho G Z is G cos 90. So that is also equal to 0. Now from here you have to see del Vz upon del R. So we have already shown that. So del Vz upon del R is not equal to 0 because velocity will change in this particular coordinate system. As the center you have highest velocity. As you will go close to wall, your velocity are decreasing only. So this will change with respect to R coordinate. Theta coordinates, we have already said axisymmetric flow. So velocity is not the function of the theta. So this term is not there. This is again the fully developed flow conditions. So this term went away. So finally you are left with only 0 equal to minus del P upon the del Z, mu 1 upon R, del upon del R del Vz upon del R. Now this is partial converted to the total because your velocity is just a, Palvi cannot hear even a single word. What about you people, bhai?
Audible, sir.
कितनी सही आवाज आ रही
Are
कितनी
you?
तो सही आवाज आ रही सर आपकी
So might be she might have some internet problem actually. So you have this, so this partial now you convert them to total actually because the velocity is just a function of R only. It is not function of any other thing. So this partial derivative would convert it to the total derivative. Now finally, if you will arrange this, you will end up this that d upon dr r dvz upon dr equal to minus delta p by mu L into R. So this is the equation that you need to be integrate. What are the boundary conditions you have? What is the velocity at R equal to 0? R equal to 0 is the center of the pipe. This one. What would be the velocity at the center? Anyone can tell?
Maximum होगी sir.
Yeah, maximum hogi. So we don't know how much is that.
Yes.
So for that, its derivative with respect to R would be equal to 0.
0.
To have the maximum and the minimum condition, your first derivative must be 0 only.
0.
So you will get from here dvz upon dr term would be equal to 0 at R equal to 0. That is your one boundary condition. What about the at R equal to capital R, the radius of the pipe? What will happen at this? What will happen at pipe wall actually when this small r would be equal to capital R, the radius of the pipe? What would be the velocity at that particular end?
So 0.
0 because your pipe is fixed. So pipe is not moving, pipe is the stationary, so pipe is fixed. So you have two boundary and you have the second order, the differential equation, you can solve that. Now let's come back there. So first part you have the integrated is, so if you will mean the integrate, you will get this term, and then again the reintegrated, you will get you have the integrated this equation two times. First integration gave you the equation number 1. After that reintegration of that, you got minus delta p by 4 mu l r square c1 ln r plus c2. Now you have two unknowns, you have your two boundary conditions, substitute them, you will get your these unknown constant. So at r equal to 0, as we wrote that Vz equal to maximum, we don't know how much is that. So if you will put r equal to 0 in equation number 2 here, let's see here, either in 2 or maybe in 3,
Hello.
this term is becoming
Hello.
infinity. Yes or no?
हेलो सर
Yes.
सर आपका कुछ भी नहीं समझ आ रहा पता नहीं क्या कुछ भी नहीं आवाज आ रही ठीक से
But other can hear, so that might be the problem from your end. What can I do? Sorry for that. What can? So, so here, if you will say that if you will put r equal to 0, this term is becoming infinity. This term is also becoming infinity. But we are solving a finite problem. So in that case, we can say that your C1 must be equal to 0, because the infinity multiplied by 0 can give you the 0 answer only. Okay, so to make it finite, we are forcing this constant C1 is equal to 0. Okay. Hello. Anyone can respond something?
Yes, sir.
Or you just substitute your that condition in equation number 1, because there you need not to think that till that particular point. यहाँ पे if you put r equal to 0, this term is the 0, this term is the 0, this you already have put that for the maximum condition, your del Vz upon del Z must del r must be equal to 0. So from here you will get easily your C1 equal to 0, right? So both the things are correct. So you got your constant C1 equal to 0. Now you have second boundary at r equal to capital R, your Vz the 0. So you just put here, so your Vz equal to 0. Here you are putting delta P 4 mu L R square plus C2, because the C1 has already equal to 0. So from here you will calculate your constant. So if you calculate your constant here, you got this is your constant value of C2. Now you have the C2, C1 was 0. Substitute all of them in equation 3. You will end up of this Vz equal to this term, and finally you take delta P r square upon 4 mu L 1 minus r square upon r to the power. What does it give actually? So this gives you a parabolic profile, means at the center you will have highest velocity, at the edges you have the lowest velocity. You will have a parabolic type of profile, and maximum velocity if you want to find, so that is at the center. Just substitute r equal to 0. So if you substitute r equal to 0 here, this is your maximum velocity. Now here you just substitute your pressure, that how much pressure you are maintaining at both the end. So you will put the pressure value there, delta P, P1 minus P2. Radius of the pipe is already known to you. Viscosity of the fluid is already known to you. Length of the pipe is also known to you. So based on that, you can also calculate what would be my maximum velocity. So it will help me to design the pipeline. What should be my diameter of the pipe or length of the pipe, or what should be my design pressure if the length of the pipe is fixed, diameter of the pipe is fixed. मेरे पास कोई choice नहीं है. I have pipe मेरे पास fixed है. I have to increase or decrease the flow rate. So I have only thing in my hand is pressure drop only. Correct? Yes or no? Hello? Any response from anyone? Hello?
Yes, sir.
प्लीज से समथिंग, नहीं तो मुझे पता चलता है कि किसी को भी पता नहीं चल रहा है, कुछ का हो सकता
नहीं
है
सर।
इंटरनेट प्रॉब्लम हो, बट बाकी लोग थोड़ा बोल दीजिए तो अच्छा रहेगा. सो दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग वुड हेल्प मी टू डिजाइन माय पाइपलाइन. अगर मेरे पास पाइप फिक्स है तो आई कैन ओनली प्ले विद डेल्टा पी ओनली, रेस्ट ऑफ द थिंग्स आर नॉट इन माय हैंड. यदि पाइप भी फिक्स है, फ्लूइड भी फिक्स है, तो विस्कोसिटी फिक्स हो गया, लेंथ इज आल्सो फिक्स. So only thing I can put delta P, matlab I can put more and more, bigger and bigger pump. If you want more flow rate, or if you want the lower flow rate, I will put a smaller pump. Correct? If I have a option of different pipe, मेरे पास pump fix है. By chance I have a pump. मेरे घर में एक ही pump पड़ा है. But I have the options to buy the pipe from market. So I have the choices in radius. Correct or not? So these are considerations always need to be considered to design a pipeline. Now let's say how, because each pipeline you might have seen must be clamped just to hold them on place. So we have to calculate what should be the drag force by the fluid on those particular pipes actually. So first you calculate what should be the shear force, shear stress on the pipe, multiplied by the area of the pipe, you will calculate the force. So your shear stress formula from the Newton's law of the viscosity is this: tau Rz equal to mu dB upon dr. So dB upon dr you can calculate from here, differentiate it with respect to r here, right? So if you will differentiate it, you are just getting this, that tau Rz equal to minus delta P upon 2L into r. So this is your shear stress on the pipe. Now, what should be the area of the pipe to calculate the force? Can anyone tell? Can anyone tell what should be the area of the pipe need to be considered just to calculate the drag force of the fluid?
Curved surface.
Yes, curved surface area, that is 2 pi RL, because that is the area which would be in contact of the fluid only. Correct? So you will multiply by 2 pi RL here, so you will get your drag force that would be applied by the flowing fluid. So what will come here? You are multiplying 2 pi RL. So 2 will get cancelled, L will get cancelled, pi बच जाएगा R square. Finally you got delta P into R square, right? Pi R square, correct? Hello? Now you want to calculate your flow rate. So if you want to calculate flow rate, your flow rate calculations is same as you do in previous. Your V dot dA, velocity multiplied by area, differential area, integrated for the entire area actually. So in case of the cylindrical coordinate, your dA is r dr d theta. So theta, because you are talking about full pipe, so theta is always 2 pi, and therefore you got already 2 pi here. Only thing is the r only means integrate that. So if you will get integrate that, you will get r square by 2, r to the power 4 upon 4 r square, 0 to r. Substitute that here. Finally, you are getting that q is 4 pi r4 delta p upon 8 mu l. This is the equation popularly known as Hazen-Poiseuille equation, just to calculate the pressure drop in straight pipeline under laminar flow. This is the need to be the remembered by you people. This is most commonly used just to find the pressure drop in tubes actually. Okay, so this is Hessin-Poiseuille law actually, and this is being calculated as to pressure drop. So you can write it for the pressure drop. You can take the delta P here just to bring the Q here. So delta P would be 120 Q mu L upon pi d4. So if you want to convert it in terms of diameter, so that is the another format of Hessin-Poiseuille equation. You are not the responding. Please, someone should say something. Anyone can hear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Response. So this is the equation. Don't mute the mic actually. At least the someone should be always ready for that to just say some the response. So this is the equation which is derived from all this momentum balance, and this is known as Hessin-Poiseuille equation, just to calculate either flow rate or practically a pressure drop in a straight tube under the laminar flow. Okay. So this is just a primary calculation. How much should be a pressure drop? Or let's say I have a pressure values. Now can I calculate my flow rate? How much flow is going inside the pipeline? So previously we have calculated the maximum velocity also. Then we have calculated flow rate. Now, as you did practical also, that Bernoulli practical, so all practical, we have always taken the average velocity. Yes or no? Because we are not interested in the maximum velocity or minimum velocity. We are just interested how much is flow rate. So we have measured the flow rate by taking the fluid in some container and divided by time. That's what is called the average flow rate, right? So so you know the flow rate. So flow rate divided by area will give you the average velocity. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
So you have now flow rate divided by the area of the pipe or the area in which the fluid is flowing. So here the pipe was fully filled, so area was just pi r square. Or if you don't know how much is filled, or let's say it is half filled, 1/3 filled, or maybe slightly just have some theta, just that much filled. So you just integrate only that much portion. So therefore you just use r dr d theta. Put a corresponding value of the theta, you will get only that area. So in case of full fill, theta is 2 pi, or rest of the case, you should take care of that part here. So that way you will got here average velocity. Average velocity is coming this r square delta p upon 8 mu l. This is half of maximum velocity. So now maximum velocity find out करने के लिए there you have some apparatus. They have one pitot tube which you can insert a particular point. You will get the maximum velocity. So आपको average velocity के लिए you need not to do the collect the fluid in some container, measure it, because you have a meter which can tell you the maximum velocity at the center without wasting your fluid, or because by chance let's say you have a corrosive fluid or very harmful fluid at a very high pressure. So you cannot collect in the open containers and all this. So you need at that particular time an online measurement. So for online the measurement, you have some pitot tube also there. You can give the maximum velocity, and based on that you can calculate the average velocity. Okay. So what we did today, we used the momentum balance. Based on that, we got two things. One is the expression for velocity, which we got this one. This one, the delta P r square upon 4 mu L 1 minus r square upon capital R square. This is the velocity variation in tube. Now this first term, delta P r square upon 4 mu L, this is your maximum velocity. Okay. At r equal to 0, this will come this value. This is your maximum velocity in this. So in some books, you will find here the term here, B max here, because this is equal to your maximum velocity. Okay. Anything you want to ask in that? So just read that. I will send it to this to you so that you can also go through it, how this is being driven. Try to do it, and that way we can end this particular topic here only. This is completed. Anything you want to ask?